Back with the harmonized tariff schedules for automotives, and we're going to look at the rates. So, automotive diesel engine, marine lubrication, unity quantity, billion barrels. We see oil is at 1.6 BBBLs. A general 84 cents per barrel, rates of duty free special $1 to $1.68. So we're looking at double the price for oil and automotives. Oil, chapter notes. We'll read the mineral fuels oil production distillation because this is going to be part of my petroleum, but let's go to the cross section. What most people are talking about right now is let's look at the tariffs classification trigger based automotive maintenance machine from China. And we downloaded that, and it should be this one right here. I'll open it up. We'll read what China's doing to us, and give it a minute or else we'll read it. Alright, September 20th, 2024, CL284 OTRR NCN1 102, category classification, tariff number 84, 81, 85, 50, 40, 99, 03, 88, 03, Vincent Caruba, Blaster heading south 705 Lawrence Street, North Baldwin, New York 11510, re-tariff classification, trigger-based automotive maintenance machine from China. Let's go back, see if we can't. We just read the general notes, and alright. So if the letter dated August 27th, 2024 is requested of the tariff classification ruling on trigger-based automotive maintenance machines from China, here's a submission follow-up correspondence, provide technical diagrams, marketing literature, merchandise issue, the device, the dispense for the chemicals maintained with the trip of the automotive air conditioning system, article compromised plastic housing, which contains attached various components include, but are not limited to the international trigger actuated spring valve, grip actuated trigger battery, liquid LCDs, PCBs, assembly button, sensor for the braid hoses, description and communication with the author of the devices, imported container specialty chemicals. During using remote integral sensor measure of the relay information regarding temperature, pressure conditions, automotive AC with the use of the LCD screen, describe the user chemical dispense, meaning pulling off the trigger, opening an internal spring-loaded valve, enabling flow of chemicals attached container value with the automotive AC system braided hose connection, desired level of chemical, the dispense, usually manual release trigger, which closes valve, stopping the flowing mechanicals. Classification. So we're moving on. Classification under harmonized tariff schedule. United States is in accordance with the general rules of interpretation. General rule of interpretation 1 provides classification goods determined according to the terms of heading of the tariff schedule. Relative section chapter notes event of goods not classified solely with the basis of the general rule interpretation 1. If headings are legal, notes that otherwise require the general rule interpretation 2 through 6. They will be applied. In understanding that the HTS U.S. Harmonized Tariff Schedule U.S. Harmonized Commodity Description Coding System explanatory notes used in explanatory notes, although non-disposed of non-legal binding, provide complementary scope to each of the hazard Harmonized Tariff Schedule U.S. are official with the interpretation harmonized system international level. If your letter suggests classified in subheading 87, 84, 79, 89, 95, 16, the Hazard Tariff Schedule U.S. provides machines, mechanical appliances, and individual functions not specified include elsewhere in chapter thereof. The other machines, mechanical appliances other than other maintenance machines, we disagree. In the terms of 84, 79, Harmonized Tariff Schedule U.S. direct classification are only if the machine or mechanical appliance have an individual function not specified included elsewhere in Chapter 84 Harmonized Tariff Schedule U.S. Brazil classification. Other headings of Chapter 84 must exclude consideration. Classification heading at 8479. Heading 8481 provides tap cocks, valves, similar cocks, valves, similar appliance pipes, boilers, shells, tanks, vats, or like included pressure producing valves, thermostatic control valves. EN headings 8481 part state heading covering taps, cover cocks, valves, similar appliances used to regulate the flow of supply or discharge of fluids, liquid, viscous, or gaseous. Further, the appliance regulated the flow opening and closing of the aperture of the gate of the disc and plug needle or diaphragm that may be operated by hand means a key wheel. Press button, and finally, EN's heading in 8481 combination system tap valve thermostat manostat. Any of the measuring, checking, automatically control instrument apparatus remaining in the heading. Instrument apparatus mounted designated to be mounted directly on the tap valves, etc. Provided combined apparatus essential character article of heading. Initial instant cave with the principal function of the device provided in 8481 described in the EN's hand-operated valve with a trigger of actuation regulated flow of fluids opening and closing aperture with the additional 8481 EN state combination of valves measuring instrument apparatus remaining heading 8481 design mounted with a valve on the valve provided with a combined apparatus essential characteristic 8481 opening the office of the sensor apparatus to measure communicate temperature pressure conditions user in accessory feature of the feature may be user decision-making process primary purpose function dispensing special chemicals AC accomplish internal valve and independently accessory features applicability subheading with a trigger-based automotive maintenance machine will be 8481 80 50 40 has harmonized tariff schedule US provides taps cocks valves similar appliances and pipes and spoiler shells tanks vessels as like with include pressure reducing valves thermostatically controlled from the other hand operated other materials pressure spray on kin valves and rate of duty of 3% add valve room. Please note under U.S. Note in 20 subchapter 3 chapter 99 hazardous harmonized tariff schedule U.S. production classified 8481 80 50 40 that excludes subject to additional 25% volume rate of duty time of importation you must report chapter 99 subheading 9903 8803 in addition subheading 8481 80 50 40 has harmonized tariff schedule U.S. listed above. Alright, the hazard harmonized tariff schedule U.S. subject to the periodic amendment. You should exercise reasonable care with the monitoring status of the goods of the note cited above the Apple chapter subheading background information regarding trade remedy initiated pursuant to Section 301 of the Trade Act 1974. You may refer to relevant parts as STP-CB websites available at ustr.gov and CPB Gov Trade Remedies. Duty rates are provided with your convenience subject to change. The text most recent harmonized tariff schedule U.S. accompanying duty rates provided in harmonized tariff schedule USTIC.gov. Holding set forth above applies to special official situation merchandise description ruling right request provisions Title 10-19 Code for Regulations Step 177-99B1 section states the ruling letter assumption all of the information furnished for the ruling letter directly reference implication or accurately every material respect and event with the facts modified in a way goods do not conform with the facts of the time of the importation. You should bring attention to Customs Border Protection. Submit requests for the ruling in accordance with the Title 19 CFR 177. 2. In addition, we note that the material facts described in foregoing ruling subject periodic verification of U.S. Customs and Border Protection rules issued with pursuant provisions Part 177 of the Customs Border Protection Regulation, Title 19 CFR 177, complying with a ruling and control number indicated above should provide with the needs of the documents and time merchandise imported to any of the questions regarding the ruling and contact National Import Specialist Paul Taylor CPBDHS.gov Sincerely Stephen A. Mack National Commodity Special Division. And we're going to try to hit up one of these we're going to try to do this one right here. Okay, we read chapter 9, so that's not important. Um, Here's one more thing I wanted to look at, and that was chapter 27, mineral fuels, mineral oil products, distillation, bituminous substances, mineral waxes. And we'll just look at the rate again. 2709, subheading 2710, 1930, stat, suffix, oils, unit quantity, generally 84 cents BBBL. At general and rates of duty at 1.68 BBBLs on number 2. So that's double. I guess it's double the tariff outside. Anyways, thanks for watching.